Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm going to give you a quick intro to the videos that I have in the areas that I'm interested in. The first one are rocket-powered radio control gliders. I've been flying radio control airplanes for probably 30 years and flying rockets for 40 years. I decided to combine these two interests about 10 or 12 years ago and started designing my own radio control rocket-boosted gliders that boost vertically and then you steer them to a landing. Unfortunately, for people that are interested in this, there really aren't that many, if any, kits available that are easy to build and have decent flight performance. There are a lot of older kits that are out there, but they were typically heavier, designed for older equipment, and they didn't have very good flight performance. So after I built these, people were asking me, hey, can you do kits of these? So I started making a few kits, and I have a small business where I hand make radio control rocket boosted glider kits. They're very easy to assemble. They take about an hour or two. They typically just use 2 servos for Elevon style control. They use foam-based wings with tube-based body construction. They boost to around 500 feet. They're fairly easy to steer. You boost pointing straight up. And they have a light 5 to 7 ounce wing loading, and so they have a pretty gentle glide, and they're fairly easy to fly and land. The second thing that I'm interested in are high-power rockets. I've been doing high-power rocketry for probably 25 years. I'm level 2 certified, and I've flown up through L motors. I've done them using standard cardboard, fiberglass, plywood construction, up to around 25 pounds and 7.5-inch diameter. I've done multiple stages. Currently, though, in combination with my radio control rocket gliders, I started experimenting using the foam that I use for the wings and sheeting and doing a built-up structure to make large rockets, but that are very lightweight so that you can use smaller rocket motors on smaller fields, smaller parachutes, costs are reduced. And here's a picture of an example of several foam structure rockets that are 6 to 10 inches in diameter, and you can see the height. The one with the black triangular glider on the top, the glider is radio controlled, and you can steer the rocket stack as it boosts, and then it ejects the glider, and the booster comes down on a parachute. These have all flown multiple times. They fly quite well. The next thing that I'm interested in are handmade French folding knives of the Laole style. In France, they have a true cottage industry where they have several manufacturers that are doing hand assembly work and finishing on these very gracefully designed French knives. There are many styles, exotic handle materials. They're just beautifully made. Again, primarily handmade, handcrafted, and I have several reviews of particular artisans or places that I bought these knives. I also have a video on where I get them online if I'm not buying them directly when I'm in France visiting my family. They're a very beautiful knife, something that you can carry around and still use. And the last area that I have videos on are vintage military rifles and pistols. I've been a weapons collector for quite a while, and I started running rifle and pistol matches to give people that are collectors a venue that's low-key but still fun to shoot these vintage military rifles and pistols in a competitive environment. These are all as issued, and they need to be from 1960 or before. Cartridge firearms. We have a lot of fun. I've made a couple of videos of a few firearms that I particularly find interesting and that have an interesting way that they disassemble or that you need to load for them, and I don't feel that those were covered sufficiently in other videos on YouTube, and so I've decided to share those. So thanks for visiting. The easiest way to navigate is to look at the playlists that I have where I've organized the videos in particular areas so that you don't waste time in something that you're not really into. So thanks for watching.